Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. We've got a boring Saturday as usual. I tend to enjoy that because it gives me a chance to do other stuff and catch up with the charts. But yeah, we continue to be here in this possible ABC structure. It could morph into something different. I don't trust these wicks. You know, that's an example, a typical example of why we don't really want to analyze too much in the micro, on the micro level. That is a typical issue that you have as an analyst, Elliott Wave analyst as well in the crypto world, because sometimes you get on some of these charts some very odd wicks. And for example, these ones, you didn't get them on Coinbase. Yeah, you didn't get that. I think we got them on Bybit. Someone told me you didn't. Did you get them? You didn't get them on Kraken, and someone even emailed me, we didn't get them on Binance US. So, you know, things are a bit, sometimes, you know, it can lead you to the wrong conclusions. But we always need to be open in a corrective price structure that a structure can morph into something different. So I wouldn't even be surprised if this becomes some kind of a triangle count. Now, well, a triangle would be extremely, I would have to move the A wave up here and then it can be very easily something different. But yeah, either way, if it's an Elliott Wave triangle or not, we are, in my opinion, seeing a reduction in momentum here, a reduction in volume, a reduction in volume and reduction in volatility. And if it's now an Elliott Wave triangle or not, well, it isn't clearly, but it can still be some kind of a triangle shape where, well, we have at least, well, we have enough touch points up there to consider it now. I would say possibly even a contracting triangle, but you know, this is sort of more for, you know, for the people who want to see what's going on here. But you know, this could be all sorts of stuff. I think that's the message here. It's corrective. We have hit the minimum what we need to hit in a wave 4. Yeah, counting this as a wave 4. Here the area between the 23.6 and the 38.2 fib level, that's ideal for a fourth wave. It could even go all the way up to the 50%. So 1601, that would be. So between 1571 and 1601. So hitting that, that's all done. You know, it's ready to go down, really, to continue further down. That would, at the moment, based on the current price structure, it is still strongly suggestive of further downside. Of course, you know, if it breaks above 1601, we have to consider maybe the low was already in, but it's just a very weird structure. And yes, of course, anything is always possible in these markets. It's just not a very likely structure to bottom like this, okay? Especially as we have clear three-wave structure to the upside. So it's corrective and it's creating here some kind of a bearish pennant. So basically same message as in the previous video, still further downside expected. We still have here this cluster of Fibonacci support levels around the 1410 to, I would say, 1490 level. There are different fib levels plus the structural support of the previous wave 4. We've got 1488, 1479. We've got the previous wave 4 low at 1465. We've got the 50% fib level here at 1417 and another one at 1410, depending on how I count or which count I'm applying. So again, it's just a message for everybody who's new on the channel. We've got the rare possibility or the rare occurrence that we have different scenarios that all have support areas in a very similar area. Yeah, and we are here on a decent time frame as well. I mean, this would not be an intraday trade here to scale into this area, into this support area, but it's certainly something for a decent swing trade, in my opinion. Good opportunity, high reward, low risk. But of course it can fail, yeah, and everybody needs to know that. I mean, these can fail. Nobody knows if it's going to turn around here, but it's a decent probability it will. We've got a lot of support there. I think there will be a lot of buys coming in. But of course, those setups can still fail, right? So just having the possibility of making some money in the next few weeks doesn't mean it will work out. But this is a decent setup that I'm going to use. Also, we have confluence with Bitcoin and we have some confluence with altcoins, which are also in a really good support area, many of them, yeah. So they can still also go a little lower. And also here, my expectation would be on the micro level to still see one more low based on the count. So maybe one more or two more lows hitting this area. I've got an ideal target of 1480. There's really good confluence, 1460 to 1480, but it could use the entire area, yeah. And then if it goes really below 1410 or let's say 1400, then sort of this imminent setup isn't going to work out anymore. And then we are left with the question, do we continue with a bear market or do we get a deep wave too? But for now, we have 3 scenarios that have a decent probability that all are likely to bottom, at least locally in this area, where we can expect a decent recovery from in the next week or 2 or 3 maybe. Yeah, which of these exactly is it going to be? You know, is it, we've got three counts basically that we're observing here. Which one is it going to be? I wouldn't waste too much brain power on that, because there's no point. They all have decent probability. And we've got three that are sort of, where we have some confluence. I think that's pretty good and a pretty clear message. But again, always bear in mind, nobody's got the crystal ball. Yeah. This is analysis and not, we can't look into the future. But what are the possibilities? Just quick recap. So it could be that this wave 4 is not finished and will end here. That we only had basically a WXY pattern here. That's possible with an overshooting X wave. What's possible as well is possible that this wave 5 indeed is extending still. So that we have here 1, 2, and then we'll rally into the $2,000 plus area. Or it could be, that this wave 5 of 1 is finished, that we are in this wave 2 already, but then this is also not going to go down. Normally it wouldn't in one straight line. So we're also looking here for an A wave down, or wave W, then a B wave to the upside. So at least the B wave could be traded and then down. So we'll be looking forward to that. It will be very interesting now in the next few days and weeks. And depending on which scenario for Bitcoin Ethereum is going to play out, could very well be that the altcoins are going to outperform them, Bitcoin Ethereum, massively over the next few weeks. The reason is that a lot of the altcoins, if my understanding of the charts is correct, we should see a third wave or a C wave coming for them, for many of the altcoins, which should lead to a decent rally based on the wave structure and counts. Bitcoin Ethereum, depending on which scenario it is, would also see a rally, but most likely the altcoins could push quite a bit more in a third wave, because Bitcoin Ethereum had their third wave already. So it looks like Bitcoin Ethereum are a little bit ahead currently of many of the altcoins. It will be interesting. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.